Hi, I'm Valerie Gordon from Valerie Confections here at the Alisal Guest Ranch and Resort, and I am making desserts today on the Big Green Egg, and this is an obsession for me. I love the Big Green Egg because you can do so much with it. I'm going to show you how to grill, bake, and make the most incredible desserts ever outside on the egg. Today I'm making a Mezcal sticky toffee pudding, which is so rich and luscious and buttery and super duper boozy. You're gonna love this thing. The Big Green Egg brings out these amazing smoky notes to it and really enhances the caramelization. So let's get started. I'm gonna start off on the Mini Max, and this is an open flame. So I've taken dates and water and combined them in this pot, and this just goes right onto this open flame. Once this gets nice and soft and sort of gooey looking, I'm gonna go ahead and add the baking soda, and it really sort of like foams up in this cool way. And then a lot of Mezcal. All right, that looks great. So I'm gonna pull this off the Mini Max now. So once you pull the date mixture off of the Mini Max, we start to combine our sugars and butter. So you wanna take pre-softened butter, drop in some golden brown sugar, and go golden brown, not dark brown, because dark brown will give you too much of a molasses flavor, and just basic white granulated sugar. And we're just gonna mash that up until it's fully combined. I'm gonna go ahead and add vanilla bean paste, which is one of my favorite ingredients. 2 large eggs, and we combine this, and this just takes a moment. And we're going to add in the date mezcal mixture into the sugar butter mix. And this we fully combine. And then we're just gonna add in our dry ingredients. We've got basic kosher salt, baking powder, basic all-purpose flour. You can make this a gluten-free dessert if you trade this out for buckwheat flour. And we do wanna make sure that this is all fully combined. It just takes a moment. Okay, so now this batter looks beautiful, and we are ready to bake our Mezcal sticky toffee pudding. So I've got my skillet here and my best friend butter. You want to use so much butter, and this is what makes for easy removal of any cake or pastry after you've grilled it, and get all of this goodness in there. The batter does look a little bit thin, but it puffs up really, really beautifully. And you can see the way the butter sort of encases the batter of this cake. It's slightly frying it. That's kind of the deal. That's how you want it to look. All right, now it's time to bake it. So, in my extra large Big Green Egg, I have a convector. And what the convector does is it diffuses the heat in the Big Green Egg. It's actually working like an oven would work. So I'm placing this directly in the center of the Big Green Egg. I've set it to 350 degrees, and I'm just gonna let this go for 30 minutes. Okay, it's been 30 minutes and the cake is done. Let's take a look at this. It's so gorgeous. So this is what we want to see. Completely golden brown, and do you see that buttery ring that happens around the edge of the sticky toffee pudding? It's incredible. So while this is still really hot, what we want to do is pour the caramel on and also douse it with Mezcal. So this is a liquid caramel sauce, and we're just gonna slowly cover this in caramel. And you kind of can't do too much. So good. And then we'll just spread that out with a spoon. It's kind of sizzling right now. It sounds so incredible. And while that stays gorgeously liquid, we're giving it a very generous serving of Mezcal. And this will just soak into the pudding. Are you ready? I say about 3 ounces, sometimes I do more. Look at it go. It's kind of like flambe. And just let that soak in. So that's bubbling up, and everything is just continuing to bake a little bit because the skillet's so hot. The Mezcal and the caramel are just really being submerged in this cake. So you want to let that come to room temperature. And that is the Mezcal sticky toffee pudding. I bake this so easily on the Big Green Egg. So when I serve this dessert, I love slathering it with just a little bit more liquid caramel, maybe another little drop of Mezcal, and a nice big dollop of whipped cream. It's so delicious.